Everybody. I'm with Jenny the Seer. And this is one hell of a show. We're going to go there. We're going to talk about the children. Jenny, thanks for coming on my show.
Yeah.
It's great to have you. You're the most talented. You are the premier remote viewer and seer, and also one of my dearest friends. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
So
I just want to make sure everything's.
So we're going to talk about the children.
Hold on, just make sure the chat and everything's going. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So never miss a comment. Thank you, Restream. All right, Jen. So what is going on with the children?
Well, I mean, this is the thing that you're finding out is the puke bucket syndrome is hitting. People are starting to read the information and they're reacting in different ways because they don't know how to react. Is your channel hooked up?
Yeah, my channel. Yeah, hold on.
Okay, I want to make sure. So now we're in that process of absorbing it worldwide, and people have a different reaction. And that's what you're seeing, different reactions. Some, like I said, are just isolating themselves, kind of trying to step away from it, not really dive into it at all. And because the human conscience can only take so much at a time. So because it's such a harsh details of information, each person has a limit what they can do. But so they go into a protective barrier, and you're seeing that happening now. People kind of protecting themselves to absorb it. But then you have this other side where they're pissed off. You know what I'm saying? They're getting angry. They're getting mad. And these are ones that are not awake. And now they're like, they need to be hung, And that was the whole thing that Trump said. As soon as they know, they'll be trapping them down in the streets. So there's going to be hangings. We're going to see it. We're going to see it in our streets.
So hanging like the elites?
Yeah. Well, most of the elites are gone, but the ones that I call the ones that are left, Minnesota, God. But they did load up plane full of Somalians and ship them asses back home. They've been loading up the planes and doing that.
Okay.
So they've been doing that. So, and they found a bunch of trafficking in Minnesota as well, which is not shocking with everything else, the drug trafficking and everything else. So,
wasn't that that was all about?
Yeah. So, so we're in this process, this mantling process. We talked about these certain cities would be isolated, shut down, and no one's going in or out unless they know who you are. So, and the biggest problem is the liberals, in the way of getting things contained, because what I don't understand is ICE's agenda is to take down the criminals. And you have the left trying to protect the criminals. That's not a normal mindset to think and function like that. That's a complete program.
Right.
And the big terrain picture of everything. Because it's not a function. So
I mean, I still think, people are now beginning to wake up to what's happening with the children. Actually, they are, but they're not. I mean, it's like this whole story with Savannah's mother disappearing and kidnapped. It's a bigger story than all these children that have disappeared off Epstein Island and disappeared, like the 800,000 children that disappear in the United States, and the 8 million that disappeared globally, and the 450,000 children that disappeared over the border in the Biden administration. It seemed like that. It's like, where is the outrage? Why don't people care about the children? And now they're talking about that their actual Halloween, this writer, his last name is Avery, was on Joe Rogan talking about how, yes, they are really eating babies. And Roseanne Barr, when she said that they were eating babies, like they thought she was crazy. Like, what do you think now, Jenny, about the revelation is about, yes, now they are eating babies. What do you think that is that going to make a difference? And
Okay,
where
but
do you think this is going to go?
this is the problem. And this is the church's fault too, by the way. This is the church's fault. We're talking about the LLC, the big corporation churches and all this stuff. They've hid this and suppressed it because we know the Catholic churches dived into their Red Shoe Club on this situation. So this is actually this is going to dismantle churches, not your small community, small town churches, because those are their intentions are good. We're talking about the corporation churches. They're going to be gone. They're going to be dismantled. They're going to know that all that money and everything was for child trafficking on top of that too. So, so the whole situation is a lot of people are going to their faith now. They're all of a sudden the faith, because this is so bad, Satanist, that we have to go to the church or the Bible for the results to protect ourselves, which is what we all been taught. And that's what I teach with Bibles and demonology and all that stuff, because you got to know how to protect yourself. But this is not just a spirit. This is people in the flesh that are this evil. They have no compassion, no empathy, no sympathy. That's what I think the hardest thing that people can't get past. There is no compromise with them. There is no, I'm sorry. There's no, let me go. They do not care. They look at children as cattle.
As food.
Said it. And yeah, that's it. And that's the problem. So the whole thing, we have to get out of that process that they have a heart. No, they do not have a heart.
They don't have a heart.
This is light and dark. Let me let her out.
Okay. But Jen, I don't even think they're human. Aren't they hybrids? Most of them. Aren't they real vampires?
No.
No?
This is where we go with NPCs.
Okay.
The NPCs, and this is the thing with the NPCs, non-player characters and stuff like that. There's no, they think there's resides in some soul in this process. And this is the thing that people know this, because you can look at a person's eyes, and if there's nothing there. I think I was looking at a picture the other day, and this guy's eyes, and I was just like, God, I can't feel any energy around this person at all. So it's scary to think that we're among that type of predator. They are a predator. Nature has a better way of handling stuff like this. Animals, everything that's in the Bible that we're not supposed to do, they've gone beyond that. They've gone beyond what's demonic on this situation. But like I said, there's nothing that they can do. Once they've passed one drop of blood, one drop of innocence, they're done on this side, they're done on that side. They have nothing to look forward to. All they can do now is destroy, is what's left. And that's what they're going to do. It's all about destruction and destroying, because the evil knows they're done, and all they can do, they have nothing. They have an eternity of pushing a boulder up the hill in darkness forever because of the choices they made. They sold their soul in this process. And I got to tell you, I mean, I was working on a case for a couple of years, and that girl's face showed up on the media, and
really?
I thought that everything was going to be taken care of, with that situation. They were going to buy her out, and get her, and it didn't happen. And that just hurt me in a different way, because even that I see this stuff all the time in this, we had something here locally too happen like that. But you have your moments where you got to be human, and you got those moments where you have to be a remote viewer. And I needed a puke bucket a couple days ago because it just broke me myself. Because we're human inside, and to see this suffering, consistent suffering, I think that's going to be the hardest process. Consistent.
So did you see that when you were
suffering.
remote? Did you see that? Did you see that when you were remote viewing her? You saw the suffering she went through? Is that what? Oh my God. How do you deal with that?
It was hard.
That's hard.
So the thing is, the days of mercy, they have no mercy. We have to annihilate them from the planet. It has to be annihilated in every way. Yeah. So, I mean, so we're at a reality phase, and their fake reality of media, how that was, manifesting whatever you believe is true. And now we're in a reality of the other side of it that is showing you the truth. And they're at a phase. They're like, no, I'm not accepting this yet. I'm not accepting that this is truth. But this is what's going to happen. The military tribunals, when you do a tribunal on that, it's going to have the charges at the bottom of the screen. And then they always put a bag over their head and then hang them. And the charges in a military form, they'll have the charges below, and then they just hang them, which is, to me, is too easy for them. And then after you see that playing out, and I know people are like, God, it's the same thing. You're going to see the same person get up there. I'm like, it's going to be going for a long time, because there's a lot of people that need to go, that have to be hung. And then you're going to have, I know there's some films coming out on the whole process too of what has happened too. And I think Mel Gibson has got a film coming. I picked that up a long time. I was like, but he's doing it.
Mel Gibson?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's got a film out on this, because he was the one that perceived this in a different way and was not a part of it. So they're going to have a lot of these films out on this. So you're going to be able to watch all of this. This would shake the world's moral value into a different plane of reality. That's what's happening right now.
So do you really, do you think that people are actually becoming aware of this then, and that we will see these tribunals?
Well, yeah, it's already done, but I would say there's phases of ones they've hung, and I think townships are gonna be looking at doing some of it too. You're already seeing alpha males that are protectors that are saying, we're done. We're going to hunt these fuckers down. We're going to take them down ourselves. And Trump said that. They're like, they're going to hunt you down. There's no way. They're already putting a posse together on this stuff. They're pissed. By now, the United States should be walking in the streets right now on this trafficking. Big time.
What do you mean walking in the streets? We should be
protesting. They should be protesting, walking about the children, the trafficking. They need.
Oops, Jen? Uh-oh. Oh, it's so hot, this topic, that I guess. Wow. Let's see. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm going to try and get Jen back right now. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Jen. This topic is so... hot, like disappeared. I think this topic is so hot we're having electrical issues.
Yeah, I'll be surprised.
Yeah. So, I mean, you were just talking about people being streets. I just can't understand why more people are where I don't understand where the outrage is, why there isn't more outrage about the children. It's like they want to name names, but what about the children? Where are the children? Can we save the children?
Well, I think they're safe and they've been safe. And I think those underground facilities are being used in a positive way now.
Okay, what makes
That's
you
why
say that?
I do. I feel like there's certain regions that they are using that facilities in a positive way, not in a negative way, and different types of rehabilitation. I would definitely think the med beds, because you got to understand the scarring on that mentally. It's incomprehensible for a human to function in life. So I believe that these situations are changing, how they're treating them. They're going to have to. And I knew when the ship, the Mercy, went to New York and they said it was about COVID. We knew a lot of remote viewers knew it was all about saving the children and what they were bringing up from the tunnels, and the conditions of the children, the science projects that they did with the children, turned them in. Some of them, yes, and they had to put some of them down. Some of them has never seen daylight ever. I mean, it's a bad situation. This is at the most
George
pure.
Bush was behind a lot of that. Yeah.
This is at a pure evil in a different way. It's a different evil.
Pure. It's incomprehensible. I mean, I think the reason why they got away with it for so long is because when people like us, when we talked about it and we tried to wake people up about it, we were laughed at like, that's crazy. Nobody would believe you. You're crazy. You're insane. You're a conspiracy theorist. Nope, that would never happen. Nobody eats babies. And now that it's coming out, well, yeah, that is actually true. And instead of being horrified, let's be outraged and let's stop it. Let's do something about it. We can't be complacent anymore.
Other countries are walking in the streets about the child trafficking, the Satanist. You haven't seen it here yet, and I don't know why they're not putting those efforts together in millions and millions. This is the thing I told you. All the symbolism, they just took down a Bala statue overseas and burnt that to the ground. There are bridges with symbols. There are churches with symbols. There are many symbols. Every symbol is going to be annihilated from this plane. There's not going to be any proof of what they've done. So some of the parts of the Vatican, they're going to be burnt to the ground.
The Vatican's the worst.
Oh, it is. What's underneath the ground of the Vatican is bad too. You know, the UK, bad too. I mean, it's just, we need, all I can say is a native nation of them to just sage the shit out of the land. It's that bad.
It's that bad. I mean, let's talk about the Vatican for a little bit, Jen. Have you remote viewed the Vatican at all?
Yes.
Have you tell us what you have seen?
So one of the drawings that I have, which most of my YouTube have seen, it's a cup that they had in a room that I hated drawing this. I hated remote viewing it, but I had to get it out there. So on the cup, so it would sit in the center of the room, and then they would have in the center of the cup, it looked like a wine glass, and they would have teeth around it. Were children. They only drank this like once a year. This, and I was just like, God, this is all about the most purest blood that they could
So was it
put
the
in.
children's blood and the teeth
Yes.
around it were children's babies' teeth, children's
Yes.
teeth?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
It's in the
bad.
Vatican? Is that where they were doing the sacrifice to the
Well, I
sacrificing?
mean, there's different types of sacrifice and different types of ceremonies, but yeah, they showed that. They showed me the cup. And so, and then there's all these different walkways down in there that is hidden passageways for different types of situation. And you want to look at your courtroom process and you look at it, it shows me that's how the underneath the Vatican is and how they put their cloaks on and do their cult um, programs. This is the thing, those it helps contain and control the loosh. The loosh is the most important thing to the negative, the energy, what it creates. Someone, and that's the whole thing underneath the Vatican and many of these areas. And there you have people praying around these big black boxes, and it's holding and controlling that loosh and bringing it down into the ground and then using it. That's the whole thing about it. It's feeding off of it.
They have a big black box like that in the UN that they do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That is exactly what they're doing with it.
Mhm.
So, so there's a lot of historical stuff. There's stuff about each one of us under the Vatican that has our original soul information on that stuff. I mean, that's why they don't want any of the books getting out. That's why everything's isolated from the situation. I mean, I think the energy around the world, there's a veil that's open now, right? That first veil of the truth. And people are still at that veil, are just like, whoa, this is a lot to handle.
Mhm.
And then there's going to be another veil. This is the thing. You're seeing these serious accusations, which are not accusations, there's proof. I think there's something bigger that's in the background
What do
that
you
they're
think?
gonna.
What's big?
Oh, I think it's just a cesspool of sickness that they're gonna show. They have to show. Um, and you're seeing all the posts and all the stuff about.
And
Yes, yeah. You say a soup of it.
Mhm.
That's all I'm gonna say. Um, and all these arrests all over. It's not one or two or three. It's 500 here, 3,000 here, 3,000 children were saved here. But you see people are just flipping the page. They're not reading the information. They're not acknowledging the numbers. And we're going to have a final number eventually on that. And this is the thing. People are going to feel shame. The thing we were supposed to protect. Nature protected it better. They protected their own better than we did as humans.
I cannot believe that we're not protecting the children and then they're just overlooked and it's not even part of the conversation to me. That is
It's not.
really a crime. It's not. I mean, that's why I was so glad that we were going to talk about them because, I mean, each and every one of us, we're like, we have to protect the children. And they're the innocents. And
Right.
it's heartbreaking. And I think part of it too is that they want to break our hearts and they want to have our loosh and they want to break our spirit. But you know what? If you give into that, they win. So we can't let them do that.
Right. Exactly. So, yeah, so these are all different veils that people are handling it in different ways. And there's not a lot of people that are sleeping right now. They're not. I don't know how you can, but um, but there's not a lot. So now it's the stuff that everybody's talked about under the surface, and now it's at the top of the media. and now it's being shown, which we're sitting back going, waiting for the response of the public to take it in. That's what we want to see. But it's the Democrats and the Republicans are both involved in this too. Here's that big thing I think that's coming with this. Your Congress people that are involved in this too. And I don't think that list is out yet, guys.
I know that list is not out yet. I mean, I just think when people see who the elites are and who are the ones at Epstein Island, I mean, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's like, are we in for like a tremendous shock? I mean, we know what the lists are anyway. It's like, I mean, everybody grow up and like deal with the fact that this is going on and we need to stop it. Jen? Whoops. Okay. Here we go. Jenny's back.
I don't know what's going on. They don't like this subject. So when the state and government shows those pictures of those people involved, they're going to go to their state, their house, and drag their ass out. That's what I think. Just saying. It's everywhere. You're hearing helicopters everywhere. There's alarms going off everywhere. There's police running up down the street everywhere. You kind of lose, that whole veil of what America was and this world was, and the innocence that it was supposed to take care of, and it didn't. That's a lot of shame. It's a lot of shame.
It is a lot of shame.
And that's why I think people avoid the subject. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to
disappointed? I mean, yeah.
Am I what?
I think I was going to ask you, are you like, I'm disgusted with pretty much every single group right now. I'm disgusted with the government. I'm disgusted with the media. I'm disgusted with Hollywood. I'm disgusted with the church. I'm disgusted. I mean, I think it all should be burnt to the ground. Like,
there you go.
Yeah.
Start over. Start all over.
And I don't even think we need government. I think we should govern ourselves.
No, we don't.
We don't.
No, we don't.
We don't. We don't. We should be living off the land, get rid of our stupid phones, connect with each other. And
no, we don't. Small villages again would be good.
Small
villages took care of each other. They treated people like family. And that's the thing. But the amount of people that they have to get rid of, to clear off or contain or isolate is tremendous. It's tremendous. It's a lot. So, and in the what you would call the mental health process of this, because you can't have ludicrous people walking around I'm going to say that Democratic liberals just losing their mind. They're eventually they're going to have to contain that until they get them through a health process, because it's too much of a risk for the public. And you've already seen these transgender in the last couple of days. They're threatening and all this stuff, and it's just because there was a philosophy, an idea that was pushed by the Democrats to feed their fantasy and use them. And now it's being called under the carpet. What they've done to the children and butched them in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't at an age to make that decision. And now that whole category of people are going to be lost.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to be rehabilitated in the way of making a clear decision of what they want instead of a strong point of suggestion,
Mm-hmm.
because they were used as a prop. And that's the problem.
Well, so do you know that there was a thing called the club, and it was Hollywood changing the gender of their children? Like it started with Angelina Jolie, and then Naomi, what's her name? The one, Fox, Charlize Theron. They were like told to do that, and then people followed suit. So that was a whole plan.
Right.
But it started with Hollywood. Just like Hollywood writes the script, and we basically are spelled by them. It's
Right.
like we've been propagandized. If you are paying attention to the trends and the way things are going. But I feel like people are getting hip to that somewhat. Do you think so? What's your take on that, Jen?
Oh yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's impressed by Hollywood on anything anymore. No one cares.
Mm-hmm.
No one cares because they don't even realize that they're gone. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to is all the ones that have been under the protection process that
Mm-hmm.
did not confine themselves to seeing that or witnessing that and saying, okay, I'd rather go on the witness protection program.
Mm-hmm.
And then though I'm more excited about them coming out and showing their face, there's a ton. I don't even think people know how big that is, that list.
So who are you talking
Huge.
about? Are you talking about like Michael
Michael
Jackson?
Jackson. There you
Uh-huh.
go. See, we knew that one. We knew that one. Robin
Right.
Williams,
Mm-hmm.
there's a ton of them.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Whitney Houston. I mean, she's another one. So there's
Amy, what's her
Prince.
name? Prince.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amy Winehouse.
Amy
Yes.
Winehouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would
I mean,
be.
that list of the ones that are alive they're going to be shocked.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be shocking.
I
And
mean, that would
again,
be
it's like,
great.
there's no way this could have happened. There's no way that they're all alive. I go, they all faked their death. They all faked their death on purpose.
I mean, it's interesting to me that now they're talking about Biden being a clone and that he was executed in 2019.
Right.
We heard that way back when, and now that
Right.
is in the mainstream. It's in the mainstream about Britney Spears being a clone.
Yeah, now that they confirmed that she's been dead for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, that conspiracy theory about Michael Jackson and even JFK
He was trying to
Jr.
protect all the children and keep them away from the
Mhm.
island. And of course, is
Mhm.
what they do. They turn it around on you.
Right. They make them the villains.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm. Mhm.
So all those individuals. So I think they should all have them show up at once, just be in shock in that whole situation of that. But I'll tell
I
you
mean,
what,
that
there'll
would.
be good music again, won't there? There'll be some
Oh
really good
yeah,
music.
it's
God.
better than Doja Cat and
Oh,
what's his name, Bad Bunny. I didn't even watch that.
I don't think that's even
Did you watch it?
talent. No, I refuse to watch anything like
Yeah,
that.
I
Yeah,
didn't
so
watch.
the
I
talent.
refuse to watch it.
So the
Mhm.
one I want to see is Robin Williams. He's the one, and then there's just a lot of them that you'd be surprised of what's going on. So
I mean, Chris
there's
Cornell.
things to look forward to, and that's one of them I'm looking forward to actually check off the list of which ones are alive. John Denver.
John Denver. Yes. What about this
John
week?
Denver.
Kurt Cobain. I loved Kurt Cobain.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington.
Yes.
Mhm. I mean, if they did come back, that would be like the greatest sign. Yes, Jimi
Burt
Hendrix was.
Reynolds. They said he died and he didn't die. Burt Reynolds did not die.
Oh, really? He was pretty hot.
He was, remember? Our
Yeah.
our mothers loved them. Oh my
I
God.
know. Our mothers do love it. Well, he was
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah, he was. So there's a lot
So
out there.
there was a lot out there. So what do you have? What's the timetable you think, Jen? You think it's happening
Or
now? And
it's
for
already started.
somebody mentioned Tom Petty, but I heard he was a warlock. Did
Tom
you hear?
Petty.
I have a friend.
I think he's on that list too. Yeah, Tom Petty's on that list.
Tom Petty.
Yeah.
I have a friend who was married to somebody in his band and said that Tom is into serious black magic and he was a warlock.
Yeah. Queen.
Queen.
Yep. Hey,
They're saying that Bad Bunny is Freddie Mercury. I don't know about
really?
that. Yeah.
Morgan Freeman. Jimi Hendrix is Morgan Freeman. I heard that one for a long time too.
I heard that
Marilyn Monroe is true. Bruce Lee, that's another. Jim Morrison. I would love to see that son of a bitch.
Yeah. Well, he was CIA.
I know.
And I heard that he didn't die and that he was like practically lobotomized and overweight and living in New Jersey somewhere. That they just mind controlled him to the point they did some weird shit to his brain.
Yeah, it's nuts. But
yeah,
so they have a a lot of stuff going on, but I think that will be a happy moment to see all of them. And of course, Elvis Presley, even at the age that he's actually at. Hold on one second. I got to let her back in.
Oops. Jen?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
I had to let her back in. So, Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting one.
So, Jen.
I think it was his cousin too, which is oh gosh, he's a hell of a guitar, not a guitar, but he played the banjo. Not the banjo. Oh, sorry. No, he did play the banjo, and he also played the piano.
Who's this? Elvis's cousin?
Yeah, one of his cousins. I know. They did a movie on him. Balls of Fire. I can't remember the.
Oh, you mean Jerry Lee Lewis?
Yes.
He kind of freaked me out. Didn't he marry his 14-year-old cousin?
Yes, he did.
I don't know about him.
Yes, he did. That was a trippy movie. But yes, that was a little.
Yeah. So, Jen, let's get back to let's get back to the children though. So, do you think that they are being rescued?
Yes.
Okay.
In droves.
Okay. And do you think
I want you to look at this. I want you to understand what they've seen, what they bared witness.
Okay.
To bear the witness, because those children have the right to tell their story.
They absolutely do.
And to understand the suffering that they went through and all of that. So all those children alive are a liability for the negative. But they all deserve peace. And they have to make sure that is secured in their life, that they have peace on a consistent basis. To me, with those type of children, they need to be in a village that are taken care of very carefully. You know, not it has to be watched very carefully because they cannot take anymore. They can't go through anything anymore in that way. So I'm hoping that future technology and advancement in every way is going to help with that situation and the quantum system with that.
I think you're right, though, that they are kind of a liability. Nobody, the people who did what they did to them would never want those children to see the light of day. And that's why, you know, I cannot wait until they come out of the shadows.
Yeah.
But again, they're going to need a lot of taking care of and a lot of love and compassion. And I can't imagine what they've been through. Let's talk about disclosure, though. I mean, now they're amping up the whole alien story.
I just think that's a distraction. That's the whole thing. That is a distraction, guys. This is where they're good at doing this. You want to be paying attention to other things because that whole process is a distraction. Pay attention what's around the situation with that one, because I'm like, I mean, cases, all this stuff happens all over, all the time. And the media picks and chooses what needs to be important.
Yeah, they do, which is this whole Savannah Guthrie mother story. I mean, I don't even believe that it's real.
Well, I don't either. But what I'm saying is they're having you focus on that for a reason. And that's, I'm not feeling it, you know.
I don't feel it. I know.
No. So the whole process with this is not right. Not at all. No, not in any form.
I think you're right about the alien thing. It's just, you know, again, look at timing. They're trying to get us off this story. And then, you know, there's
so what
also...
what I do think is they're going to shut down the borders. There's the last phase of everything. And they have to shut down the borders to make a big move. And this would be tied into everything with the XRP and everything. The borders have to be shut down for, I don't care if it's a temporary time, but I think they're going to do it. Yeah.
So when do you think that's going to be happening now?
Well, you're going to look for the military to get in position with certain things. I'm not going to tell you what they're going to do, but they're going to get into position. So this air, I forgot where it was. At El Paso? Where was it that they?
Yeah, today that happened.
Okay, and I think that has to do with something coming in the airspace that we're not normally able to see, or, you know,
I think you could be right.
The UFO disclosure stuff coming in, I believe that has a lot to do with it.
Well, they did shut it down for 10 days, so that could be it. I mean, when they ever tell you that they're going to do something for one reason, you know it's another reason. You can't believe anything they say. When they're doing something, they never give you the right reason. You have to read between the lines.
Right. Exactly. So I think before, when they reside with Canada, we reside with Canada, Venezuela, all these, you know, the whole region that I see of the Greenland and all that stuff. Once that gets submitted and it's overnight and it's done, then you're going to see the borders shut down. Okay, because if we have one chance to make sure everything is secured and done properly, and that's the thing about this. They should, you know, these regions, and you see that China and Putin, all of a sudden, the cure for cancer is out. It's out now, both countries, because we ain't funding the World Health Organization anymore. No one has money because they can't buy them out anymore, and now they have to make money a different way. So, I mean, if this is true, they can annihilate cancer in 6 months You
So I don't
know,
believe that. Do you
I
believe
believe they can, but I don't think that's the way it's going to happen.
they
I
have the
believe
cure?
the I believe they have a cure. They've had a cure a long time ago. But
I don't believe that
med
is.
beds are going to be what's going to fix everybody anyway. It's the fastest and the easiest way to do it. But all the doctrines degree and those institutions are going to be gone on that process. And I'll be happy when that's done.
So you're talking about medicine as we know it is going to be gone?
Yeah.
Because of the med beds?
Yes.
I mean, what about like energy as medicine?
You know what's interesting? You talk to people about living longer. I mean, it's too far for them to even understand, but living longer to 120, 500 years, thinking that could happen, that could happen. Well, go look in your Bible, see how long they lived back then.
I know.
And right. So now you have a choice, and someone like, oh, I don't want to do it. I just want to. So you're going to suffer, be in pain, and no, because I'm looking at myself going, boy, if I could flip 30 years back, oh my God, there's be more stuff I'd want to do. And that's what I'm going to do. So it amazes me. They're addicted to the suffering and being in the condition, and they don't want to flourish, or die in peace. That's why I have a hard time hanging out with people my age, because all they want to talk about is medicine, who's dying, who's health issues, who's going to be it just amazes me. I'm just like, you guys, come on.
I mean, I agree with you. It's like in the Bible, didn't like Sarah give birth when she was 100 and something? Like, what did she look like when she was 100 and something? I'm sure, like, she didn't look like 100 and something year old woman looks now. I mean, and then didn't he live until 900 and something? I mean, they were like Enoch, lived until 800 and something. They all lived really long lives. And
Right. So
I don't know if I'd want to live that long on this planet, though. I kind of want to get off it right now. It's like enough already. Don't you feel that sometimes?
God, and that's a whole thing. You know what I don't like too is you're seeing a lot of these people sodomize animals now.
Yeah, but they did that back then too. Yeah.
Ugh.
I think that's the whole ball thing. I mean, that kind of shit never went away. It's like everybody's like now discovering Ball. Who wasn't just a character on Stargate.
Yeah. So, and then you see the XRP, like everything's getting basically certified for that to roll out. And I've said that the XRP is actually the ringing in the bell, the new golden age, the sound of everything. It's the party. It's the whole thing that matters. Okay. When XRP, everything else is done. But then you see silver, gold went up, but silver, they're still playing that game. The banks are still trying to play that game like we have control. No, you don't. You're going to lose it. And so there's a lot of confused reports out there, what they're going to do, if they're going to tax silver, if they're going to, why aren't you taxing gold? If you're going to tax silver, because a lot more people can afford in the mid-class silver versus gold. I'm just saying.
Why. And you're right.
Yeah, exactly. It's bullshit. That's no, at all. Period. So there'll be a lot of bartering and trading because people will be like, I'll just barter and trade. They're not going to win in that area. So, I mean, in this whole process of, what's going on, it's crazy. It is. It
is crazy. So what do you think? What gives you hope, Jen? I mean, there's a lot of shit going on, and we hope to see the tribunals. We want justice for the children. We want them to be okay. We want them to be safe. We want to live long, happy lives. We don't want mandatory, vaccines. We want our food to be clean. We want our water to be clean. We don't want to be told what to do by government. We don't want to be propagandized. So what gives you hope? What do you want to say to the people out there? Like, what's the good news?
The light is winning.
Like, what could we hang on to?
That is the thing. The light is winning. The darkness is dying. Literally. This was always a war. This is like I was talking to someone about this. You go read about the seals, where we're at on things, on everything. If you look at all of this, it comes down to the truth. It's literally the truth is coming to the very top of everything. The banking system, the housing system, insurance, kids, education, everything. Everything is being seen in the light. That's the whole thing now. What's really interesting is ego is dying. You notice that? Since Hollywood's kind of disappeared, ego has completely started to. No one cares. And the Elena Denon, the whole Captain Chair thing, that her ego just fell on her ass really hard. But all that's going away. This one person that's supposed to save everything and supposed to have all the knowledge for everything, that's not the way it works. Not in the future, in the collective of information and everything else. It's all about sharing information and going forward, not one person. And so all these, you still hear a lot of people, the word I, when everybody says that's me and that's when I really look at things. It's like, you're not seeing the collective the way it's supposed to work. You're seeing yourself.
Are you talking like, okay, so, right. So are you thinking or talking about like a certain truther that was like, I can only channel this person and
you're talking about Ursula.
Like,
yes,
to me,
Ursula.
Right.
Yes, Ursula.
I'm talking about erectile dysfunction. Yeah. I mean, that is like tired. Not one person has all the answers. Yeah.
Well, I guess you can, when you drink a lot and you get on the video and then you're saying, I am whatever I believe I need to be at the moment I can drink. I'm just saying that's what I think. She was snuckered up her ass half the time, believing half the bullshit she came up with. And like I said, and I've said it and I've said it over. Elena, come on, let's do a debate. Live? Live? I don't care. Come on, let's go. If this is true, let's do it. But you know what?
I know. I would pay to see that. I would love to be the
live.
Yeah.
Let the audience.
I would love to see that. She won't do it. She doesn't
put it out there. No recording, no pre-recording. Just let it go.
So, she would never do it.
No, she would not do it because it's not about the rawness of the truth. It is about what you are making people perceive.
Well, she's the one, baby.
Oh, yeah.
She's it. Yeah.
And now let her sing the rose to you. Oh, God.
Wait, did she sing that? I wasn't really paying that much attention.
I'm sure she'll take that video up. I heard that. And I was like,
how about
God. Oh, horrible.
No, she really did?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Jen! Oh, no. Here we go. Here we are. Hey.
And we're back.
We're back. I didn't know she did. Yeah. Well, anyway. She's something.
Isn't she?
Yeah. So should we ask people if they have any questions for us?
Sure, we can do that.
Anybody have any questions you want to ask? Let's see. Do we have any? Everybody's saying God wins. God bless. Let's pray. Let's keep praying. Iranians were torching the Baal statue. Okay, that's
Yes,
good.
that's the one they burnt down. So and I'm sure there's a lot more. You're going to see a lot more of that happening. I mean, if any city that you're living in, you want to be looking in any part of buildings and looking for symbolism up, down, wherever, on the sidewalk, on the ground, whatever it is. You need to be.
So somebody just asked about Three Eye Atlas. And news about that, Jen? That you Three Eye
I still
Atlas?
believe
Anything
that
there?
hasn't
That was a
left
question.
the atmosphere. There's just the public is not paying attention to it yet, because that was always about our Earth coming back online to the natural energy that it always was connected. That was an activation ship with energy. So it's still here.
Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, somebody said Denver is bad. Yes, we know the Denver airport is really bad.
It's
In Denver.
saturated.
Somebody said that you should go to her expo and call her out.
Yeah. I don't know. Funny. I wouldn't waste that much time, but yeah, it's out there.
I know. Why would you waste your? Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
that's a funny thought, though. That's pretty funny. Whoever said that. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? Anybody else have any questions? Any questions? Let's see. Let's all manifest us jumping up and down with joy, celebrating love, light, and healing. Yes. Okay. Anybody else? North Koreans. Okay.
North Korea, what?
North Korea representing Korea at Winter Olympics, maybe changes there already. I don't know. Okay. That's the Winter Olympics. Military helicopters flew over her house and east of Phoenix. The house vibrated. Somebody said Star Mom 36976. I live in east of Phoenix today. Military helicopters flew over my house. I'm going to listen to you. The house vibrated. They were close. Okay.
They're probably picking up people and know exactly where they're at. And that's what I said. I mean, just stay out of their way when they do that.
Yep. Yep. Okay. What will happen in Cuba? Somebody asked. Anything?
I haven't heard anything in Cuba.
I haven't heard anything in Cuba.
You want to look at your schools? This is another thing for symbolism. The elementary schools, you better start looking at your schools for the symbolism. You better be calling them out on that too, or having it removed. They need to get all that, because I'm telling you, these older schools and stuff like that, churches, all this stuff, we got to remove the symbolism completely. Have to annihilate it. And
I think you're right,
because it's everywhere. All over. Yeah, exactly.
Somebody asked, okay, what's your thoughts on Steven Spielberg's upcoming movie Disclosure? He's the worst of them all, by the way.
I don't like him. I'm not watching. He's a dickhead. He is the biggest dickhead.
When he was raping children, he was telling them to call.
Doesn't he hate Trump
Daddy
too? He hates Trump.
Yeah, because
okay, you know what? I want to set the record straight on this. Okay, I'm going to say this over and over. When 2016, when it was 20, that Trump left, he got on the plane and he said, I will come back as some form or another. Okay? I still do not believe that you are seeing that Trump yet, because they would keep him secure with everything that's going on with this this program that we're going through. This is the thing. An operation to crimes against humanity. They don't have no idea how long this has been going on. They don't get it. How many years? So I think it's going to be interesting how the actual ponds were set in Epstein Island. And this is what I'm say across the board on this whole situation. Trump was an operation to be set in there. And you notice when the Epstein list, that's all they wanted to do. Orange man, orange man, orange man. Forget about the rest that did all this and ripped a child's face off and did all the damage they did. Forget about that. Let's orange man, orange man. That's the program. They don't, that's the whole thing that they're doing. So at the end of this is what I'm saying. And this is like, my daughter asked me this too. She goes, well, what if Trump's involved? Then it's the same thing. Then it's bad for him because he needs to go too.
It is bad. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, as in, we're knowing this was an operation, and if people would actually do the research on it instead of getting what it is, and they hear Trump or hear any information about Trump, they get angry. It's instant. It's like a demon triggered. You know, they go into spasms like a demon. What you see a cross. You know, you might as well put a cross on Trump's head, and they react. Look at Rosie O'Donnell. My God, she reacts. She's the worst.
I know.
But anyway,
that's she's the worst. They're all bad, but
so when you look at investigations and reports and stuff like that, I mean, it was laid out. He laid that out the way it needed to be laid out, and I liked how he tricked them again to get it all laid out. And now they wanted to.
It was in People magazine.
I know.
So like he called Beach in 2006. It was in People magazine.
Exactly. So the operation, all of this will be seen at the end. You know, they're going to show everything. And then, but you got to want to read it. You got to want to listen to it instead of just trying to just blow it off again, because that's what they like to do. But anyway, at the end, the truth will be seen in the light on everything. Everybody's going to get the answers that they're seeking out. It's all going to be seen. And then we'll all be like,
just pray for. Yeah.
And then we'll all be like, get me off this planet.
I'm already like, get me off this planet. I'm like, you're talking about living to 500. I'm like, you need to get me off this planet now. I'm fine. I'll go to the better planet. I'm fine.
Exactly.
I'm going home. I've done my time, you know? Anyway, so I guess we've been on for an hour with this is amazing. Yep. Is there anything else before we say goodbye?
No, I mean, silver, the XRP trick, the silver trick, all this stuff. This is a tug of war right now. Banks are like, oh, we got it. No, you don't. It gets shook up every morning. You need to keep an eye on everything. And then finally that's going to bust, and then silver's going to go up. And then we'll be at an advantage of things. I do believe that there's checks coming with the administration of Trump. So we'll see how that's going to lay out. I just sense that that's kind of on a whole terrain of that payment. So we'll see what happens with that, because that's been talked about off and on, but I think we're setting the stage for that process to happen too. And then like the elders and the vets, you know, I want to see that outcome on that whole process too, on that. So this is the thing I don't like. It's just everything right now you see on YouTube and everything like that. They just want to put so much fear, fear, you know, on every process. And like I said, we were supposed to be in concentration camps a long time ago, and that was when you should have feared everything. And now we're at this process. Do you think you have anything to fear now?
No. I mean, I wasn't even afraid then. I was more angry. I was like, this is really, it's like, just made me mad, you know, just encouraged me to speak out more and fight.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
that's
God
good.
bless everybody here. Yeah. God bless you, Jen. You're the best.
You'll have to come on again.
Let's do this again real soon. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. You guys have a good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Stay in the light.
You too. Yeah.
Take
Stay in
care.
the light.
Bye.